This is the Times Television Network, and you're watching ET Now.
Hi there, very warm welcome to BNSN Weekend, the show that not just answers your specific queries but also gives you a head start to the week ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Avan Dabash, and of course it's going to be a jam-packed half hour. Let's run you through what we're going to have on the show. Well, we're going to be discussing individual stock queries, so we'll be talking today about Yes Bank, Ken India as well as Sterlite Industries.
And in our portfolio segment today, we will be taking up 54-year-old businessman Rajesh Javeri's portfolio.
To field all the investor queries as well as get the portfolio answered, we've got with us our two experts. Gaurang Shah, Assistant Vice President of Geojit BNP Paribas Financial Services on the fundamentals, and Kunal Bothra, Senior Technical Analyst at LKP, is with us on the technicals. Great to have you with us on the show. Let's start off with the first query for the day. This is coming in from Amit Bohra in Hyderabad, and he's got a query. Let's listen in.
I am holding Yes Bank. I have 45 stocks of Yes Bank that I accumulated at a rate of 278. I would like to know that how long should I hold, and what is the time horizon that I can have for the stock. I also would like to know whether I can still accumulate at current level or should I wait for some more time.
Okay, so 278 is the level that he's picked up a Yes Bank, and the counter has in fact outperformed the banking index, and fundamentally as well, you know, the performance has been pretty smart. So Gaurang, do you think it's a good idea to probably accumulate further in the current holding in a Yes Bank?
Well, the only issue is that, he earlier bought it at much lower levels, and if he starts buying at current levels, I think it's quoted somewhere around 350 or 355. Well, firstly, a disclosure, we do have a positive coverage on Yes Bank, and with a 12 to 16 month time horizon, our targets are about 385 to 410.15. Prudent to say, with the kind of correction that we have in the market, it would be better that if he starts buying in at lower levels, and in my guess, sub 330 levels on Yes Bank will be a decent level to get in, even a fresh, or maybe if somebody wants to average. So wait for a while, and close to 330 or sub 330, he can definitely add on to it.
Okay, so the fundamentals auguring well for the counter. Buy sub 330, watch out for a target of 385. Kunal, given that on the charts it's been above its 50 and its 200 daily moving average, what's your sense?
Yes, this has been one stock, which has been a very good consistent outperformer in terms of banking stocks. But, there is a definite positive bias. I think the investor has bought at a very, good price. It's below 300 and currently it's trading at 350 odd levels. So I think it's just a matter of patience, probably to be, done by the investor. And I probably believe that in the previous resistance of 389, 390, I think that is somewhere very close. I mean, in a couple of months or a couple of quarters, you should see some sort of positive momentum building up in the charts. And I believe that once it breaks that 389, 390 barrier, I think it's very easy for the stock to cross that 400 level and touch 420. I would probably ask the investor to hold on to this stock. My target is 420 on Yes Bank, and I think that is what he should be looking at, above 400, probably if he has to book some sort of profits on Yes Bank.
Okay, Amit, so it's a clear hold call coming in from both our technical and fundamental guests, and targets of anywhere between 380 to 420 is what you could look at for. On to the next query for the day then. This one comes in from Ajnesh Aaron in New Delhi. He's got two queries, one on a Ken India and the other one on Sterlite Industries. Let's hear him out.
First share is 600 Ken India, purchased at 320 rupees 65 paisa. Second is 500 Sterlite Industries, purchased at 127 rupees 85 paisa.
Okay, so we'll take on the first query, which comes in on Ken India. It is trading below all of its daily moving averages and has corrected from levels of 400 in the month of February. Gaurang, what do you think he should do, given that you have the government sources saying that it does plan to raise its Rajasthan output to 3,000 barrels per day?
Yes, Avan, and I think that translates into about 25,000 barrels per day. And I think just about a couple of days back, we had the announcement from the company that they are looking at investing more into the Rajasthan blocks. And not only on the domestic front, I guess they have successfully completed the Sri Lankan exploration phase 1. Anytime in another month or two, you'll have the second phase going on. And given the way the crude is behaving, I think that's creating a little bit of problem. And recently in the budget too, there was some cess that was implemented, because of which there was some negativity. Now from here on, you see the stock consolidate close to about 300 levels very smartly. Don't need to worry in case if the stock has to correct. You have the investable amount, you can invest more over there. Here again, with a 12 to 16 month time horizon, and I think if it all depends upon the positivities coming out from the government in terms of policy decision, I think the stock can easily march towards 380, 435 levels in 12 to 16 months. So again, a hold, and those wanting to enter can definitely do that at current CMP.
Okay, so Ajnesh, you can hold on to your investment in Care in India, and for new investors, you can of course initiate fresh longs as well. But on the technicals, then Kunal, how is the chart of Care in India placed specifically? Because for the week gone by, it's added on just about 1/5%.
Yes, there are two distinct perspectives when you look at the technicals, because once you look at the short-term perspective, there is some sort of indication that the chart is probably weakening. The stock is probably facing some sort of supply over here. But if you look at the broader term perspective, because the investor is probably managing to hold on to the stock from quite a bit, 320 levels, this is buy price, and the current is 315. So I think if you look at the long-term charts, it's an excellent support level. This stock has a knack of trading below the 200 DMA, lying around that region for the next couple of weeks or months, and probably then having some sort of push coming across in the price in terms of volumes as well. So yes, there is a very good chance the stock might just trade at 300, 315 band for the next couple of weeks. But I think for the investor, I would probably advise that the investor should hold on to the stock. Levels of 380 is where the stock might face next resistance. So I think you should hold on to the stock for a target of 380.
A thumbs up from the technical and the fundamental side. Target from Gaurang is 345, from Kunal 380. What about a Sterlite Industries? He's losing out on that investment, Gaurang. Any chance that he could break even?
Well, here is a problem, and the entire metal pack, Avan has been going through a tough patch. As a disclosure, we do have a positive coverage on certain metals pack, Tata Steel, Sterlite being one of them. And the problem not only is, in terms of domestic issues, but from the overseas point of view. Now, the client bought it, I think the investor bought it at about 127, if I'm not mistaken, ruling, hovering around about 105, 107 as I speak right now. Prudent to stay invested. I would advise an average sub 105 levels, so that his initial investment levels comes down to a great extent. And we're looking at a target of somewhere around 135 to 140, 12 to 16 months.
Okay, so Ajnesh, clearly Gaurang is suggesting that you look at averaging out your investment at levels below 105, 135 is what you could expect in the long term. But on the technicals then, Kunal, the counter is currently trading below the 200-day moving averages, and it is of course also exposed to the commodity cycle. So what do you think are the prospects for this one?
Yes, in terms of technicals, I think this is one stock which has the perfect mix of ingredients, because if you look at the weekly chart, it's made a higher kind of a bottom, the previous bottom of 84, 85 levels, and in the last couple of months, it managed to make a higher bottom of close to 88 and 90 odd levels. So yes, in terms of indicators or in terms of price, there is a definite amount of positive momentum building up, but it's just a matter of couple of push in terms of volumes required for the stock, because the stock has been, if you look at the weekly chart, there has been good accumulation in the fall, which happened till 90 levels. So it's just a matter of breaking some key levels on the upside, very short-term levels. I think 110 holds a very crucial resistance. So what I would ask the investor is, even if the stock dips to below 100, there is no probably need to probably get away from the stock. Manage to add the stock at below 100 odd levels. You can look for a target of 120 easily, because if the stock manages to break that 120, 125, the stock can start a very strong fresh uptrend.
Okay, so Ajnesh, hope you got both your queries answered there, but time for us to take a very quick break on the show. But when we come back, we will of course be taking up our portfolio segment, and it's Rajesh Javeri's Lucky Day, so don't go anywhere.
I'm sure you have lots of questions and queries. Well, here's how you can participate on the show. Email us at bnsn@etnow.tv, send an SMS to 58888, or call us on 022-2483-7111.
the global economy, and especially the financial markets, are so tightly integrated that a slowdown in any one part of the ecosystem actually creates challenges in other parts of the ecosystem.
Catch Piyush Gupta in an exclusive conversation on ET Interview, only on ET Now.
We are here to prove that you don't have to live with sensitive tooth pain.
It really hurts me when I have cold things.
Try Colgate Sensitive Pro Relief. Just rub this where you feel the pain. Go on, take a sip.
Not hurting now.
That's because it seals and repairs open tubules for instant relief from sensitivity pain. Brush every day for lasting results.
It is really a miracle because I have really suffered a lot.
Colgate Sensitive Pro Relief repairs sensitive teeth for instant and lasting relief.
Now, call the IDA and Colgate Sensitivity Relief Helpline for expert advice on tooth sensitivity.
If experience counts the most, Rajat Bose's analysis can reap you the richest dividends. Get the most accurate predictions from the charts veteran on Buy Now, Sell Now, only on ET Now.
This is the show that gives you a head start to the trading week. You're watching Buy Now, Sell Now Weekend.
Well, time then to get you a heads up on the portfolio segment for the day. It's Rajesh Zaveri's lucky day, and let's take a look at his portfolio and his investment strategy.
Rajesh Zaveri is a businessman to the core and spends long working hours in his office. But that doesn't stop him from taking time out of his busy schedule to invest in the stock markets, a passion that began 31 years ago. But too many tips and too little information led him to burn his fingers.
I just thought, let me invest some money in shares if I can make something or if I can see if I'm clever in that. But it was a very bad experience I had. I lost a lot of money, but that gave me initiative to learn about the share market and come back in the share market and make money in share market.
Now, an older and wiser Mr. Zaveri makes sure to thoroughly research each company before shelling out his hard-earned money. And that has laid the foundation for his current portfolio. At first glance, it's a pure mid-cap portfolio. Stocks such as Rallis India, Aban Offshore, Ajanta Pharma and Karuturi Global feature on the list. But it's peppered with blue-chip stocks like Reliance Industries, Tata Motors and ITC. The ADAG back intrigues him, and he wants to know if he should enter these stocks at the current levels. And his expectations are fairly reasonable.
I would say that the money which I have invested in my scripts should get doubled within 4 and 4.5 years. Okay, that means it's like an average return of 20-25%.
So can his business acumen be reflected in his investments as well? Let's ask the expert.
Okay, that was Rajesh Zaveri's portfolio. He has come back into the stock markets with a lot of courage, so let's help him reap good benefits. Gaurang, I'm going to start off with the first 3 stocks in his portfolio. What should he do with Lupin, Titan Industries and Finolex Cables?
Well, Lupin, Titan Industries and Finolex Cables. Now, out of the 3, the only dark spot that I feel in the portfolio is Finolex. Need to exit over here, and in terms of performance, quarterly numbers, year on year, I think the stock has really not done much. Lupin, again, you know, a pharma mid-cap name, wherein of course we are also very positive in the entire mid-cap pharma space, so he can hold on to it. Titan Industries has gone through rough weather given the kind of pricing of gold is concerned and the steady deterioration of rupee against the dollar, which again in the domestic market pushes up the gold prices, so affordability becomes a question. But we are of opinion that could cool off a little bit and give visibility in terms of top line, bottom line. So positive on Lupin and Titan Industries, but Finolex Cable is the one where he needs to possibly do a little bit of churning. And over here, I guess I would advise him to get into something like a DCB. As a disclosure, I personally hold it. That's my disclosure from an investment point of view. And we believe a target of about 65 could be visible in the next couple of months. And I am given to understand tomorrow is the day when DCB comes out with the numbers. So I guess that's where he needs to do a churn over here.
Okay, so Mr. Javeri, Finolex is a clear exit and you can look at replacing it with a DC.